Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughened him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
As the agent for Peyton, Ansley, John Milton, you are indicating to me that you're quite familiar with Peyton, Ansley, John Milton, and that's basically you. Is that correct?
I am the agent authorized to represent Peyton, Ansley, John Milton, as written in all capital letters.
All right, and you understand for my purposes, that language doesn't make any sense. So
No, I do not.
I understand. Okay, well, I'm telling you that. And so I am, until you disabuse me of the motion, or the notion, I am inclined to believe that you are both the agent and the person. So, and it's in
I'm
all
not a
caps.
person. I am one of the people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. I'm not a person, I'm one of the people. Thank you. Thank you. Pro se coming at you today. Oh man, representing myself. Nobody speaks for me. I love the pro se guys. You gotta love their initiative. They believe deep down in their heart of hearts that this is the right thing to do, and it never is. It never is. Welcome back. Good to have you here. Hope your lunch was fantastic. I have to say welcome back most of all to Paula Mack. Paula Mack was first in chat. Look at this. Hang on. Do you guys notice what I notice right here? I just barely noticed. Paula Mack first in chat just says hi, and just subtly just slips in the fact that you can't really tell, but she's wearing the prison escape hoodie that she ordered. And it looks great. It looks great. Paula Mack, thank you very much. I appreciate you repping the gear, the merch. That's wonderful. Hank Blatt, welcome to the gallery as well. Thank you so much. Good to have you here as a new member. Wonderful having you here. Oh man, good. I love it. And Paula, great job. First in chat means you won the internet, and you're responsible for everything IP related worldwide. So if you can just maintain that for everybody, it would be happy. And you're also eligible now to go out and rightfully, I mean, everyone can do it, but you can rightfully go out and purchase for just the low cost of 50 cents, a digital download of your internet ownership certificate to add to your resume or hang on your wall, whatever you'd like to do with it. That's available in the merch store, of course. All right, it's coming up on showtime. Sorry, I was a little bit late. I was a little guilty pleasure. First of all, I had a ham sandwich without pickles for lunch because I need to go get pickles. So I had a ham sandwich without pickles, and then I came in here and I got a notification on YouTube because I subscribe to about a billion, roughly a billion channels. And I saw that Luke McFadden had posted a new video yesterday that I hadn't watched. And Luke is one of my favorite YouTubers that's a waterman. He goes out and he catches blue crabs, and he has a YouTube channel, and he basically just documents his incredibly difficult life as a waterman. And the kid obviously he's older than he looks, but he looks like he's a 12-year-old boy running a business catching blue crabs out in the bay up by Maryland. And he's got a funny sense of humor. He's always a day late and a dollar short. And he's just scrimping and saving to get by, and it's fun to watch him. And he sells his own crabs. He's got he just works his tail end off. The guy is just really working it. But really, he's just fun and funny to watch. And I hope he does really well, both in business and on YouTube. Anyway, so those of you who know Luke McFadden and what is it? FV Paula. I forget the name of his boat. But it's a lot of fun, and you never knew you wanted to watch people catch crabs until you met this kid, and it's really cool. So I had to watch, and because I was late, I had to watch an entire video on 2 times speed, which is difficult to catch all the humor and funny things, but it was good. So anyway, that's there. Not shrimping, crabbing. Yes, crabbing. Blue crabs is what he catches. Let's see. Kimar, yes, you guys have a prison escapee here in St. Louis. I'm I'm tempted to take a peek at that. So this escapee, if I remember right, this escapee had 3 holds on him in prison, right? And one of the clerks at the jail thought, oh, those are redundant. I'm going to delete 2 of them. And then the first hold was pulled by the people who had placed the hold on him, thinking, oh, we're going to release our hold. He has other holds, and suddenly he's released a couple days after he's captured, and now you've got a murderer out on the streets who is skilled in hiding from the police. Terry says, I was born and raised in Maryland, knows all about the Waterman. Anyway, so exciting. Let's see. I missed the chat. Luke McFadden on YouTube. Yes, he's a funny guy. He's got some friends that also are in the same business that are also YouTubers or TikTokers. It depends on where they live stream, and sometimes they pull pranks on each other by pulling the other person's crab pot up and putting something funny inside it. One time he took a inflatable, like one of those little starfish things that you put in the water and that swells to like 100 times its size. He took that and stuck that in his friend's pot, but it didn't grow at all. It stayed the same size. And so, but it got like 1 million views. So anyway, it's funny. All right. Enough on the crabs. Let's see. Here's a confession as well. I've never eaten blue crab, ever. I mean, I realize they're all over the waterways. You can go over the sound, catch them all over right here. I've caught a blue crab, but I've never eaten one. I need somebody who knows their stuff, who can walk me through it. Oh, that's the one in Indiana. So what do you have in St. Louis? First of all, what's with all the escapees? What's with all the escapees? This is crazy. He walked out of the hospital last night. Okay, I saw the picture of him. He was like wearing like a hoodie and boxers or something, and he just waltzed out of the hospital. What's his want? I mean, what is he wanted for? Let's see, watching this tropical storm that's going to hit sometime tomorrow. Hannah, stay safe. Be careful out there. Our good friend Weather Watch has probably got his eye on those storms. If you haven't, Hannah, I'd recommend taking a look at Weather Watch's channel. He likes to keep us up to date on the big storms that are going to affect us wherever you are here in the nation, assuming you're in the United States. We have a lot of people that are outside that as well, but Weather Watch can only do so much, He can only watch. I mean, I imagine in a pinch he can monitor Canada as well, but you can't have him do everything. You can't have him do everything. And thank you very much, Samantha, for triggering that. This is Weather Watch's channel right there. Give him a quick follow on YouTube and ask him a question. He'll probably, there you go. Tropical cyclone 16 incoming to the East Coast. When? Okay, now I'm curious. Now you've got me curious. What is up with 16? The fact that it says.
Thanks for being here for all of us.
Sharon Ken Sharp, thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat. Thanks for kicking off this afternoon with a thank you. That always feels good. Because it's a 16. It hasn't been named yet, right? It's still just a little puff of clouds over the ocean. I'm going to see a lot of rain. I'm going to need a waterproof camera is what I'm going to need. A waterproof camera that has a cable out so I can stream. Ivan says, I need to share this as crab free since 2003. Oh, man. Yeah. Anyway, okay. We've got Judge Boyd has a jury trial today, and she's been very spicy this morning. There's been some really exciting little quips and bits and action that have occurred in her courtroom, and now we're going to a jury trial, which is always going to deliver great stuff. I believe this is I lost the pin, so I can't remember the name, but I believe this is it's a domestic violence assault with a deadly weapon type charge. So no murder, but it's got some violence issues in it, and it's family violence. Oh, Hank's like, remember the guy who's like, I don't want to be on YouTube. Yes, a lawyer comes in here and is like, Your Honor, we don't consent to being on YouTube. And she's like, well, that's denied. Next. Yeah, that one's going to be a fantastic one. If it becomes a tropical storm, it will be named Ophelia. Ophelia sounds like a Shakespeare name. Is that a name for one of Shakespeare's plays? My English teacher Red Pen would probably be upset with me if I can't remember who Ophelia is. Ophelia sounds like a Shakespeare thing. Let's see, KT, what were you asking? I missed, let me scroll up here. Sorry, I was reading something else and I scrolled past a lot of comments. Here's a creepy thing. Someone is knocking on my window, messing with my cat. It's no one in my family. Oh, man. KT, now you might want to make a call. Get some, I mean, I joke, but seriously, that's weird. That's really weird. I don't want a lot of rain. Okay, landfall looks like North Carolina coast at this point. Oh goody. Oh goody, Thomas. You couldn't have steered that, a little north or south and spread the wealth to our good friends in South Carolina. Sorry, Kay. Who's down south? Who else is down south? Kay, you're in North Carolina, right? Who's down south that we could share this weather event with as we wait for Judge Boyd to come back? I think I just got a weather alert right now. Oh man, look at all that orange, red. Beep 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 beep. Says, let's see. Ryan Apple Snapple, you're here. Welcome. What state am I in? I'm in North Carolina, Carol. What happens if you forget to register your car for over a year, asking for a friend? No. Mrs. R.A. I just paid our back taxes that we forgot to pay. Are you serious? We have an unregistered car? Yeah, I'm looking at the weather, little spinny weather map, and it's not very pretty for North Carolina. Mrs. R.A. Depends on the state. You serious? How can we? Oh man! Here I am thinking I'm living above the law, but no, we're breaking it again. Let's see. Here we go. Men. Okay. Hey, Ryan. Let's see it. Ryan Apple Snapple, you sent me a link, and I saw that. I haven't spoken about it, but you did send me the link about the guy who's up on appeal. I'm not sure on the date on that, when that's going to happen, but October 18th. Man, hope that goes well for you. North Carolina always wants money for something. Yes, and apparently we have to register our cars now too. It's a full pardon? Ooh. How do they? Man, that leaves me with a lot of questions. What's the pinned message about? Candace, the first person in chat is recognized for their great accomplishments, and also with that recognition, they're also penalized for their great accomplishments, and we reward them by making them responsible for everything IP related worldwide. So if you have a problem with your home computer, this is who you call.
Witchy Mama just sent a super sticker with 1.49.
Witchy Mama, thank you very much for the super sticker. Look at that, a unicorn. Beautiful. That's a good luck unicorn. Is that why you hang up with the lady trying to sell you an extended warranty? Apparently because our car wasn't registered. Mrs. R.A., tell me how this happens. Oh, man. So my wife informs me that our car is not registered and possibly hasn't been for a year. We've been driving in front of police officers. You'd think they would have pulled us over or something like that. I know a guy who can make you a sticker. No. That goes into new crimes. It's one thing to forget to pay and then make it right. Like I did with my property taxes for that little that little strip of land that's next to my. I own 2 lots. One of them is wide enough for my lawnmower, and the other one is the one my house and the Airbnb and my driveway and everything sits on. And apparently, the strip that's wide enough for my lawnmower has a separate tax bill that I neglected to pay last year. And so when I went to pay it this year, I saw that I owed last year's as well, and so I took care of that. I don't know. I thought we were good to go. All right, we'll just. And you ran a red light. Yes, let's add that to it. I might as well just go down to the DMV and just say, just take my license, because clearly I'm not abiding by the rules of the road. And then I'll have to just Uber everywhere. Oh man. Okay, let's see if the judge is getting near. I hope she's back here. Just one second. She said she should be. Okay, I don't see her channel being live yet. If anyone sees Judge Boyd's channel go live, give me a little wave in the chat. I'll try to keep monitoring the current stuff. Hopefully your judge is as nice as Judge Boyd. I don't think so. North Carolina, they're all about collecting their tax money. You can get pulled over for expired plates. Yes, I could as well. If you total your car off enough, you don't have to register it. Yes, we learned that one as well. I'm sure the car we totaled is still, the registration is still good on that one, because I'm pretty sure we just barely renewed that. We'll go to court and record it for us. Oh, man. We should have gotten something in the mail. We should have. Our mailman is not like the good, wonderful mailman we have here in chat. I think our mailman occasionally finds things that we have mailed to us interesting, and possibly reads them themselves. I don't know, because sometimes we might sign up for like a monthly magazine, and some months the magazine doesn't arrive. I'm like, what? Where does it go? I mean, I'm pretty sure the factory that's printing the magazines is printing the magazines, because other people are getting their copy, but my copy just doesn't get here. What's with all these financial crimes in the Carolinas? I don't know. The Murdaws are rubbing off on us, just down south. Renew on the birthday? That's driver's license, little miss. Driver's license usually is renewed on the birthday. The mailman excuse won't fly if they catch me. No. Yeah, I'm in trouble. We'll get this fixed. We did not get anything in the mail. I can't be expected to just remember this stuff. Oh man, almost every bill we have is on auto pay, right, Mrs. Ari? You can attest to this. If car registration could be on auto pay, it would be. We would do that. We would say just take it on schedule, and we'll budget for it, and the money will be there when you need it. Yes, I'm going to need to cash in this get out of jail free card, because apparently I'm going to be in jail if I get caught. Is it the car that our son is currently driving somewhere? Mrs. R.A.? I'm just curious. I think it is. It's the car that's currently out on the road, probably in front of a police officer as we speak. I owe a snitch fee. Sign up to get your mail preview so you know what mail should arrive. Is that a thing, Amanda? So you pay someone to read your mail before you get it? That would be the car. Okay. Well, there you go. The car in question is currently out and about. The car is registered, but the annual vehicle tax has not been paid, I think. Was that the car you were driving? No, Debbie, I was actually in a different car. I was in Mrs. R.A.'s car at this time, when the cop stopped me when we were filming the storm. I think this call needs to be on the air, but let's see if we can plug it in here.
Call from Ryan Apple Snapple.
Hey, Ryan Apple Snapple, how are you doing today?
Hey, they're talking about informed delivery with the United States Post Office. They send you scans of what mail you're getting in.
Informed delivery. And Petrified just put that in chat as well. Is it I imagine there's a fee. The post office does nothing for free, right? Is it free?
No, it's free. Yeah, I have it.
Okay, Mrs. R.A., we're going to sign up for this, but it's going to go to your email. It's going to go to your email.
Yeah, you can get text messages as well, but like they can say you have a package, how many pieces of mail came what day, and it has scans of what it is.
Okay, this completely it gets. Can the notices they send you be subpoenaed in court, say for like tax court for property and things like that?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I'm asking for a friend because I'm pretty sure they didn't send me a tax notice last year when I was late. But okay, well there we have it. We're going to sign up. It's free and it's automated, and you get photos of your mail in your email box. In your email,
yeah. And you can check it at any time. You go on the website, log in, and then it tells you.
That is awesome. Okay, Mrs. R.A., can you make that happen? Let's do this because the last thing I want to do is have to cover my own court case. Asking the judges, if I film this. So, Ryan, thank you very much.
I will let you know.
Thank you.
Have a good day, and then I'll keep you posted on what I texted you about. I don't care if the chat knows.
Keep me in the loop on that
public
one.
information.
It seems like a whole pardon instead of parole.
And it was first degree murder and third degree robbery.
Okay, that just screams like
talk about this trial.
There had to be connections. How do you get a pardon for murder?
I have no clue. I don't think it's going to happen, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
It happened in December of 96, and he was sentenced in 98. He's only had 3 offenses since being in prison. He's tried to appeal, I don't know how many times now, because I was, 11 when it happened, and I'm 38 now.
Mm-hmm. So the odds of a parole are much higher, I'd say, than a...
Every appeal he's filed, he's been denied, but he's trying to get a pardon now, saying he had an unfair trial. He's tried to sue his lawyer, the judge, my family.
Man, this guy's a piece of work. I really hope that it gets the same amount of service it deserves and gets filed in the circular bin by the...
The only bad part is I have to be there at 8 a.m. and we might not be going in until 3 p.m.
Oh, man. That's tough. This is hard. The pardon hearings are really hard on the victims' families.
I'm only, other than my younger brother who can't emotionally do it, I'm the only family member that's still in state.
Man, so it all falls.
Everybody else has moved. Yeah. And I'm fine with that. Like, I'm the only one with a criminal justice degree, and I'm the only one really okay with attending.
Yeah. Man, keep us in the loop on that one, but hope it all goes well, and I hope they see through the scam for what it is and don't grant it. So, yeah. You don't get pardoned for murder.
I will see everyone on the flip side. I wish you and Mrs. R.A. the best of luck with the vehicle.
In our traffic court? Yes.
Signing up for everything.
Informed delivery. Thank you very much.
Easy.
Appreciate it.
It's really easy.
Appreciate it, Ryan.
Love y'all. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Awesome. I might need a call from my lawyer next. Ivan, what's happening, my friend?
This is the Department of Motor Vehicles. This is Agent Ayden.
You're coming to collect me unless I pay you in Home Depot gift cards over the phone. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'll give you a discreet Bitcoin address. You send it to me. You don't tell anybody, and everything will be okay. I promise.
There we go. And that, my friends, is how you commit federal wire fraud.
There you go.
Ivan, thank
you.
So
what's in the case? What's the case we're dealing with?
We've got Judge Boyd. It's probably going to be quick. It's it's a domestic violence assault with a deadly weapon. So no murder in this one. No one died, but I don't know how bad it is. But it is a family case, so it's probably going to be very limited when it comes to witnesses. This has all happened inside the home. Not really, you're not going to have employers and a bunch of other stuff going on through here. So
it's a jury trial, though, right?
yes, jury trial. Yep.
Okay.
And we saw how spicy she was this morning, so we're really just thinking.
Yeah, she was on one. So did we get the flowers picked out? That's the big question here.
Yep, flowers are en route. We're good.
All right.
We should see them the 28th, if she chooses to display them.
September?
The 28th, yes. Because the reason why, the 28th of September, so in a week. The reason why is because Jay from the Shaman of Jay on the YouTube channel.
Yep.
Great guy. I've got one of his mugs in my kitchen. He's a very different channel than mine. So if you like what we have here, odds are his channel is a lot it's a lot rougher. It has some language.
Right.
It's very open, but it still deals with the same topics. It follows court. Jay does a great job over there. I've tried to help him out a little bit with advice or anything I could to help him along that way. So he's got this channel. He went out and scored an interview with Judge Boyd. And so Judge Boyd is going to be on his channel, and I think it's a podcast channel, and it's Women Who Rock or something like that. It's basically celebrating that Judge Boyd is just is doing an amazing job as a judge, and just really at the top of the class when it comes to judges. And so he's got an interview with her, and he sent her flowers. And we were talking about that, and somebody in chat said we should send Judge Boyd flowers. And before I could say anything, donations started coming in. If the donations come in for the flowers, they have to go to Judge Boyd. Okay, so we ordered the flowers. I told you guys to stop donating because we've covered the flowers. We're good. But we've got a nice selection going that went to her. So it should be there.
For sure. I love Jay. For people asking in the chat, it's the Shaming of Jay.
Yes.
Just forewarned. He's a great channel. He's awesome.
It has language.
If you're at work,
yeah,
just don't have it playing at work. That's all.
It has language. He'll express his opinions, strong opinions. It's great. He does a great job. It's different than what we do. Some people might go there and absolutely love it. So if you're interested in that, I would highly recommend you go check it out. And so I'm not trying to step on what he does, because the flowers he sent the judge are currently on our desk, and I don't want to cover it up and say well, ours are prettier or anything like that. No. That's not the purpose. I'm not trying to do that. We love Judge Boyd as well.
You're not trying to measuring stick your flower game?
Yes,
Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm saying. But so we're doing that, and it's just to thank her and her staff, because we've really enjoyed watching her in court. We think she does a great job. I think what she brings to the judicial system is important. The fact that she does it in the open, where she streams that for all of us to watch, that should be celebrated and thanked. And so that's what we're doing that for. So I delayed it till the 28th because that's after Jay is going to have his interview with her, and that way his flowers will be there and it will look great. But out of respect for Jay and everything, and honestly, I'll tell you, even if you don't watch Jay on his regular channel, I'd encourage you to go watch the interview with Judge Boyd when that airs, and I think it's on the 27th, the day before our flowers get there. So
awesome. And I'm just going to put I'm just formally putting Mrs. R.A. in the timeout chair, and until she brings 2 jars of spicy maple bourbon pickles, she shall remain there.
Okay.
All right. Love you guys.
All right. Love you. See you, Ivan. Bye.
Yep, bye.
All right. Good stuff. All right. So any minute now, the judge said we're going to be starting trial, and I'm waiting for that. Let's see. So Jay sent me a mug long time ago. Jay is on the channel called The Shaming of Jay. The Shaming of Jay. And I think we've linked it earlier this morning. So anyway, because we're doing this and he did it first, we want to definitely thank him for doing this. Thank him for getting the interview, because we're all excited to hear this interview, to hear Judge Boyd on his channel, and we'll watch it over there on his channel with him. Not on a live stream, but we'll watch it individually, so he'll get all the views from all of us. Uh-oh, phone's ringing again. One more call here, and then court's going to start. Hey, my friend Ricky, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. How did the cattle auction go over lunch?
What? You don't want to know.
Did you buy something?
Oh heck, no, I didn't. Gosh, dog, they were going for $2.50 a pound, all the way over $3.
Whoa, that bodes poorly for those of us who like to eat beef.
Well, yes, sir. That makes it go up in that grocery store.
Mm-hmm. The costs get passed on, but so no purchases today. Maybe
oh
tomorrow.
heck, nope. Well, I'm just hoping our calves get up to about $6.50 so we can get them sold.
Yeah. Well, the price is high.
Yes,
Cash
sir.
in on that one. That's awesome.
No, heck, I ain't said hi to you in a bit, so I thought I'd holler at you.
Yeah, it's good to hear you again. Thank you so much. I see your comments when you're like, hey, we got to feed the horses, or checking out the cattle auction on one screen and watching me on the other. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But at any rate, can you send me to Ivan Victor's office so I can get his legal help? But no, I'm kidding with you.
Yeah, we're waiting. I know one day you and Ivan are going to come out with the podcast, and it's going to be fantastic. Cops and robbers. Yeah. I'm not sure what you called it again.
Old Cop Ex-Con.
Old Cop Ex-Con. There you go. Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Looking forward to that when that happens.
He's the boss on this one, so I'm just tending on what he does.
Well, he's got the liquor store to run, and he's got a wayward youth to straighten out. So between the two of those, once he gets those in order, I think he'll be ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
But at any rate, I just wanted to call in and say howdy to you right quick.
Well, thank you very much, Ricky. Have yourself a fantastic day. We'll see you in chat.
All right, you do the same, bud.
All right, we'll see you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're checking for Judge Stephanie Boyd. Oh, wow, it was recording that whole conversation. Hang on one second. Stephanie Boyd. Why is it? Man, it's not working very well. Try this again. Judge Stephanie Boyd. Why is my Apple TV recording every word I say? I mean, I had suspicions it did that all along, but okay, she's not live yet. We'll keep watching. Jesse, thanks for calling out the shaming of Jay. Appreciate that. The true crime world on YouTube is very diverse, and I love it. I love that it is because it means that whatever you're interested in, whatever court case you're following, whatever you like to hear about, you can find somebody who can bring you that content in a format that you like. So I love that. Even the ones that that are not my style, that I wouldn't do something like that on my channel. I love that option's available for everybody, so they can go there, because the internet's big enough for all of us. Honestly, nobody has to lose for me to win, right? And so that's why you'll find me oftentimes calling out and encouraging and sharing other channels. That's why we do that. We do that here. We support other creators as well, because the internet's big enough. It really is. We can all get along. We don't have to fight with each other. Heidi ho to you. Welcome to the gallery. Look at that. Look at that cattle right there. We were talking to Ricky. That looks like an award-winning cattle. Is that what it is? It looks award-winning cow. I guess cattle would be multiple cows, right? Welcome. Good to have you here. I should have done a radio. You have a great voice. Yes, I have a face for radio, as they say, Ugly Betty. So, DMV is recording us. Yes, the police will be here any minute, I'm sure. We are waiting for Judge Stephanie right now. I wonder if this case is going to move forward. Usually she's right on time. I wonder if something's come up right in the last minute here. We'll keep waiting. Okay, Hubs is the highway patrol, and we've forgotten to register our car. Also upvote. Lori, what happens if he takes your car to work? Is that like a automatic demotion? I mean, maybe he took a deal. She likes to say that if you pass a certain point, you've given up the right to a deal. She doesn't like wasting a jury's time. So if you've said, hey, no, we're going forward to court, she can say, this is the last chance I'm going to let you guys have a deal. And after this point, no deals. So I think she's ready. She's getting ready to go live right now. Maybe she's organizing her flowers. He has to take home patrol car. Will you please keep streaming if the cops come to arrest you? That's almost like a, what do they call it when somebody gets swatted? Yeah, just don't hit the stop button. Everybody wants to see how this court case ends. Southern Mom says, happy I found your channel during the Cavalcante manhunt.
Happy that I found your channel during the Cavalcante manhunt. You have a great group of folks here. Awesome community, smiling face with hearts.
Southern Mom, thank you so much, and it's so wonderful to add you to that list of the great community members we have. It would not be the same without you. I'm glad you can join us. I'm tempted to start looking at some of the escapee cases that are going on, because there are people escaping prison all over the country right now, and somebody needs to talk about that. Yeah, so we can see me arrested live, please. Yeah, no one's going to clip that one, Lil Miss. No one's going to clip me being hauled off in cuffs on the live stream. Debbie gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Debbie. Appreciate that. That one went to Weeda's Pastime, I think. Congratulations. That was very, very generous of you. Thank you. We'll have Brandy stream your trial, Kelly. That's nice. That way we can spread the wealth, so to speak. You know. Please let me know when the DMV puts a reward on your head. September's Get Out of Jail Free Month. I think today is National Pecan Cookie Day. Or maybe it's just a North Carolina thing. Because pecans are sort of like a southern thing. Make sure you have clean undies if you get arrested. Great advice from Ivan. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Who won't clip? No, what now? Says Cachette. Clipping as we speak. All right, good stuff. We're waiting here for Judge Boyd for this jury trial to begin. And any second now, she's going to be going live. She said it was going to be at 25 minutes ago. So we're a little behind. Oh, is that her? It just suddenly popped up. Is she? Judge Stephanie Boyd. Nope, that's not her. I don't know what's happening here. Look at this. Sharon Kent Sharp. What happened with attorney gone to mock trial? I got a suit. That's what happened, Sharon. I had to leave and get fitted for a suit the other day. Does anyone know what the outcome was of that attorney that was supposed to be there in court? Practice a spider crawl. The Danilo spider crawl might come in handy. Only if I go up to that same prison in PA. I don't think anyone else has those walls so close together. Mrs. A says, okay, I'm leaving in the registered car now. The goal is no broken laws for the rest of the day. Sounds good, Mrs. R.A., but remember the rule about the pickles, spicy maple bourbon pickles. I've learned enough. I've learned enough to know not to represent myself. That's what I've learned by being here in the court of public opinion. Let's see. Southern Mom, thanks for the kind words. Love that you're here. Do we know what the crime was? The crime for the case that we're expecting to start right now with Judge Boyd is assault with a deadly weapon. The back door just opened. Oh, it's pecan, or pecan. 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 It was pecans for a long time for me. And then I came here and I was corrected. Please let us pick out your tie. Pick out my tie for my suit? Yes. I do wear a tie with my suit. I mean, I don't think wearing a suit coat. If I'm wearing a white shirt and a suit coat, there has to be a tie. Now, if I take the suit coat off, you can dispense with the tie, maybe unbutton the top button of the white shirt. But if I've got a suit coat on, there's going to be a tie as well. And I do like, I don't wear, I have like the Operation board game tie, and I have the Winnie the Pooh ties, and assorted ties like that. But I really only wear just good-looking professional type ties. 80s Music Man, welcome. Good to have you here. I see you sneaking in. Welcome. I think that was my wife that just sped down the road. I just heard the car rev. There she went. No pickle ties. No pickle ties. I could not wear those. I'm going to be in church speaking to people, standing up preaching from the pulpit. And if I'm wearing a pickle tie, they're not going to listen to anything I say. Why don't federal courts show live court? I don't know, but I think this should change, and I think it will change probably in the next 5 to 10 years. I think I would like, here's what my wish list. I would like Supreme Court deliberations to be live streamed. I'd like federal courts to be live streamed, and I'd like a ruling actually on the Supreme Court level about media access to court. And I think that the court should be closed only in very rare situations, because anytime they say we're not going to allow the media in because we're worried that the jury's going to watch the news, no good. You can't do that. You're automatically just saying the jury's not effective, and they're not following the rules. Standard of evidence is way different. Yes, it is. It would be a wake up call to all of us as we started following those courts, federal courts.
I love this channel, but I can't resist smiling pile of poo.
Debbie, thank you very much. At least it's a smiling pile of poo. If it were just a pile of poo, we might be offended, but we're good. Here in North Carolina, says Heidi Ho to you. Welcome. Let's see. I saved my son's tie after he moved to California and wear surf shorts and be a lifeguard. I had a lot of ties. There was a time I had a ton, probably 30 or so ties. If Mrs. R.A. gets arrested, you wouldn't be so mean as to live stream her trial, would you? Of course not. I'd bail her out as soon as the camera was set up. Yeah. No, I'd have to think about that. I think she would allow me to live stream it, honestly. She'd want justice to be shown to everybody. Okay, I'm not sure what's up with Judge Boyd. This seems really surprising. Angie, you're late, but Judge Boyd is even later. So we're not sure what's going on. We're supposed to start a jury trial right now. Jury's been picked. I'm worried about her. All right. Hello from Gates County, North Carolina. Jamie Wingood, welcome. Wingood, I appreciate you. Gates County. I don't know if I've ever been in Gates County. I have to look on the map. North Carolina has a lot of counties. Gates County. Oh, I've definitely been through there. Heading up to Virginia for sure. correct me if I'm wrong, but traffic tickets in your county are not good things to get, right? Are the police extra vigilant in that area? I'm like positive I've driven through. There. Right up there on the border with Virginia. Ari decided to order a fitted suit instead of registering his vehicle. What do we think about him now? Says Mary Murphy. I did. I ordered a suit. I had a suit, and let me tell you, I tell you I'm a cheap person, right? I don't like spending money. Well, I do, but I don't like spending money on some things. And one of the things I don't like spending money on is suits, because suits are not comfortable. And especially if wearing a suit in North Carolina I believe it should be a crime, because North Carolina is hot and humid, and you shouldn't have to wear a suit then. But for church, I'm asked to wear a suit, so I'll wear a suit. The last suit I bought, I paid $99, and I bought it on Amazon. And I guessed on the size, and I was completely wrong. And I've been wearing it for the last, for the 4 years since then. I've been wearing that suit, and we during those 4 years, there was a time period where, let's just say, without talking about the political side of things, there was a time period where everyone was hypervigilant about cleaning, about germs, and at one point the pews were being cleaned, and I was walking along, sort of scooting between the pews, and someone had sprayed a cleaning chemical on the pews, on the brush against the back of my knees, and this cleaning chemical and the dye in my suit did not go well together. So the back of my knees became, instead of like a charcoal color, which was what the suit was, it became more like purple stripes on the back of my knees. And I said, screw it, I'm going to keep wearing it because I don't want to buy a new suit. And people would come up to me and say, hey, do you know that you're on the back of your pants? And I'm like, yep, I know, bleach. It's all good. So anyway, I was convinced. A good friend came up and said, hey, there's a store down in Kinston, not far away. Great prices, and that's where my ears perked up. Great prices and good quality suits. So you should go check him out. And so I did go yesterday and got fitted for a suit and got a pretty good deal on it. And it actually, I actually feel good in it. It's lighter suit, so it will be breathing a little more than the other one. No photos in that suit yet. At least none that show the back of the legs. They're not torn. It just looks like somebody misted it with bleach lightly and let the black dye sort of bleed to a faint purple, which I like purple. So we are still waiting for court. No idea here. We're just trying to stall for a minute while the judge is, getting YouTube up and running. Debbie just gifted a membership again. Is that right, Debbie? You just gifted another membership? Thank you very much. That one went to Andrea Tyndall. Congratulations, Andrea. And thank you, Debbie, for that. Do we know if the jury showed up? That might be what they're waiting for, because they were seated the other day, I think. They did run late from the morning docket, but she gave him over an hour for lunch. Witchy Mama says, RA has one suit. That would be like me having one pair of shoes. Witchy Mama, I just do the one suit. I do. I wear it as little as possible. So I'll wear it for a couple hours on Sunday, and then, as soon as I'm home, the suit goes back in the hanger. It's done. All right. Court may have they could have taken a plea as well. That's possible, but usually at this point the judge doesn't allow it. There's cars racing by with loud mufflers, sorry. And honking. She's stuck at Penny's getting a new purse. My husband hasn't worn a suit since our wedding 18 years ago. Kitty Cat, I should have worn a suit at our wedding. Looking back, I wish I had. Instead, I thought it would be really cool to wear a kilt and the full Prince Charlie and Gilly Brogues and the Sporin and everything. And so I did wear the full Scottish, and the actual, I ordered it from Edinburgh. I had the full kilt thing going. And my wife informed me that her dress is supposed to be the one that everyone comments on, not mine.
Call from Christina Bacon.
Christina Bacon, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I live in Washington State,
Mm-hmm.
and I was born in Tacoma.
All right. Tacoma, Washington.
Yep. And the officer killing happened 1 month after we got married.
Oh man. How long ago was that? How long has it been getting to trial?
I think 2 years ago.
Okay. The
2.5 years ago.
And you're talking about the trial that we've got requests into the court to gain access to. It's slated to start. The jury's.
It happened 2 months before George Floyd died.
Yeah.
And it was so stressful because we moved down to Georgia while I was pregnant, because I got pregnant during March when this happened. And we left for Georgia literally in August. And we were living outside Kennesaw State University. And we didn't see much of the George Floyd action there, but the tensions were high, I could tell. But the people of Georgia are so sweet and welcoming. I had nothing but pleasant reactions, and you couldn't even anything you saw on the internet, you couldn't see.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh. And then I heard about the Tacoma case through you, and I was like, what?
Yeah, it's unfortunately there are some similarities between the two cases, and that's the awful part. You have multiple officers involved in restraining an individual, him dying in custody. I don't know, was George Floyd tased or not? I don't remember if he was tased, but I
think he was.
Yeah. So yeah,
but
it's gonna be tough.
So going through high school, I remember having an officer at my high school, and he was amazing. And going into the case, these are all young looking new officers. And so I think that the training has gone down since me being in high school. And I'm going to put an age on me. I'm 39, turning 40 in May.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to follow, honestly, because for many of us, the police are people we clap for in the parade. When the police car drives by, there's somebody they're doing a tough job, and they're doing it as good as they can. Most of them are not perfect, okay, but most of them are good people. And
I agree.
Then we have the situation where it looks like some very bad decisions may have been made. And
exactly,
and it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough trial, but we do want to see it and see it through. But thank you. And with you being right there, do you have any intention of trying? It's going to be a hard case to get into if you want to watch. Do you have any intention of trying to get in there?
I don't know. It might be a closed. It might be a closed trial. A lot of the cases up here are typically closed trials. Especially there in Tacoma. I remember it was closed when I went through a divorce. The courtroom was closed, and not everybody willy-nilly was able to come in.
Yeah.
But we are full-time RVers now, and so we do 6 months in Washington, 6 months in Georgia. And so when we came up here, because I have back issues, we have to stay up here through the winter. But I do, it's going to be tough to follow for sure, because I was a Washington native, or Tacoma native, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I grew up, I walked the streets. I used to walk, I'm not kidding, I used to walk up and down hills to high school because my mom wouldn't take me. But, that said, I wouldn't send my daughter to school anywhere in Washington anymore, walking by herself at all. Yeah. It's just, and it's nothing about the politics. It's just that, as
things are
it's
different.
Bad here as it is everywhere.
Yep. Crazy. This case coming up, people are saying, what cases are you talking about? This is a case, I don't remember the names of the officers. Rankin was one. I'll have to look it up. But there are 3 officers. They're jointly being tried. So they'll sit side by side. There'll be 3 sets of attorneys,
right.
One prosecutor, one jury. And deciding all their fates at the same time, and it's a murder trial.
What I looked at was the one officer is going for manslaughter, and the other 2 are going, I believe, for I don't recall it was either first or second degree murder.
Yeah.
It's
going to be.
But I saw that Reed case like 3 days before you talked about it today on your morning stream, and I don't get to go on your morning stream.
Oh no.
Your wife said 6 a.m. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. I've got to say.
I saw that Reed.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And so I'm homeschooling my daughter.
Wonderful, wonderful homeschooling in the camper life as you travel back and forth. I have to say, this is.
I was impressed by the campers here that we got. It's Winnebago Mini Winnie.
Yeah.
And there's a spot for her to sit right at the table and do her homework while we're on the road. So it's just the most amazing thing.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I have to say, we have a Chrissy Bacon in chat, and you are Christina Bacon, right? So different.
I saw that.
Two different Christina Bacon.
Yep. In chat, I'm Shiner because of because I got married in 2020. Everything was closed down, so I haven't been able to change my name, and I have a Georgia license, so I want it to stay Georgia license, and so I will eventually change my last name to my married name when we get down there.
That's awesome. That's cool. Well, thank you very much, Christina. I appreciate it. Thank you. Stay safe, and good luck with everything with your back. Hopefully that works out great, and you can continue traveling back and forth between the two states and enjoying the good weather that's available in both of them.
What's nice is because I have my back issues, I had surgery, but I'm better from that. But because of my back issues, it's nice to be in the RV because I'm never away from home.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you calling.
Please number.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great day.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, we're trying to get the judge courtroom. I don't know why she's not live yet, honestly. Any minute now, we should have a live stream from her, and it's just not popping up. I wonder if she's changed her mind on this one. That's no fun if she went off the record for this one. We'll give her just a minute. Do you think she's decided not to stream it? I think she would have said something if she had. It's more likely that something came up and it's delayed it a little bit, whether it's something with the jury or something with some other business that had to happen. She was supposed to go live about half an hour ago, I think. Judge Simpson is live. Are the flowers refundable, says Hollymack. Brutal. I don't think they are. Can you please call her to make sure she's okay? We're checking. She's going to be fine. She's fine. There's no problem there. It's just that something might have come up that prevents her from live streaming. It's possible that there was that there could be a testimony issue or even a victim issue in this case where they don't live stream it because of that. So that could be the case, but yeah. So the judge is fine, I'm sure. We're just waiting to hear word from her as to how things are going. All right, let me know if she goes live. We'll keep we'll look at something else here briefly while we get set up. You said Simpson was live? Let's see who else we have. Do you know what docket he's dealing with? He says a PCC docket. What's the PCC? is live right now. Just checking it. I see Judge Simpson live, but we'll bring him up just for a second. I'm not sure what PCC docket is.
Is that correct?
Teenage District Court is now in session. All those having business before the court draw near. The Honorable Judge J. Cedric Simpson presiding.
You're set now. Mr. Ganatra, can you start us out, please?
Hang on one second.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nimish Ganatra, First Assistant Prosecutor. On behalf of the people. Your Honor, at this time, the people move to waive any conflict between this Honorable Court and the Office of the Public Defender.
This one's not live.
The Prosecutor's
Hang
Office
on.
does not believe
This is a live one.
All right. All right. Let's start doing the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus Robert Savage.
Caitlin Kirby on behalf of the people.
First Assistant Public Defender Quinny Anderson with it on behalf of Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage, can you unmute and state your name, please?
Robert Savage. Okay. We're here on the phone contact again.
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Savage is currently out of custody, but we did bring up the violations last time. There was 125 calls within 10 days from September 3rd to September 13th. I did tell Ms. Anderson that my concern for Mr. Savage is that the victim and Mr. Savage are currently together because he does not follow guidelines. So I'm not sure. I don't have any solid proof of that, but I do have the solid proof of the 125 contacts within 10 days while he was in custody. So I have concerns for the victim's safety, given the fact that he does not follow bond orders.
Ms. Andrews.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did have a chance to speak with Mr. Savage about this. He does admit to making the phone calls. He indicates to me that there was no discussion of the case, he was not trying to interfere with the case at all or make any statements as far as her appearance in court or complying with court dates, but that they did talk and that they did have conversations regarding their relationship and things of that nature. Mr. Savage, as Your Honor can see, he is out of custody. He did post the bond in this case. He was in the hospital some time since he's been out of jail. He's now back at home. So, Your Honor, I mean, basically he's accepting responsibility for making the phone calls. That those dates were prior to the PCC that we had on the 14th. I would just let the court know that he has not, since we discussed this on the record at the PCC, that he has not had any additional contact with her, either returning her phone calls or making any phone calls to her. And the other, with regards to bond, the only other issue that he has is with regards to the testing order. He would ask if Your Honor would consider allowing him to test closer to Centerline. That's where he lives currently.
And Your Honor, while I haven't listened to all 125 calls, the number alone within a 10-day period is interfering with the case, regardless of what the context of those phone calls were. He knew he was not to call the victim, and he did so numerous times. And I would just add that at the last PCC hearing, we had addressed 108 calls, and the total before he was released was 125.
Okay, so what are these calls?
So did those additional ones occur after our PCC?
It looks like they all occurred. Our last PCC was on the 14th, and it looks like they all did occur before that date, right up until 2 o'clock before the court date.
He's calling someone he's not supposed to contact?
mean, granted, people can talk about the relationship, but that's a lot of.
They only gave us 15-minute phone calls, sir.
They only give us 15-minute
and
phone
we're
calls.
not supposed to be making them at all. That's even more so a problem. These phone calls are not they're just not taking place. And the problem now is I have no idea what kind of contact you're having and or not having. And that's the problem. And I haven't even set this thing for hearing. How much of a bond did he post?
I believe it was a $10,000 bond. Is that correct, Mr. Savage?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, it looks like he has a preliminary exam scheduled for Tuesday.
So it's possible that
Yes, he
something
does.
changed on his court appearance, and it's moved. I'm getting a truck driving by right now, but I'm getting some texts telling me that there's a new trial date set. We did have 9/21 awaiting trial, and then we've got all these attorney notice email for settings. Defendant dressed for trial for 9/25, and trial date set at 9/25. So that's in 4 days.
We're going to indicate that the defendant admits to the violations regarding phone contact. And yes, and it's just a huge number of calls. So what I'm going to do is, rather than revoke the defendant's bond at this time, I'm going to raise his bond to $25,000 cash or surety. I'm going to give the defendant time to post that bond. He's to post that additional amount or report to the Washington County Jail by tomorrow, 6 p.m.
Where did the
This
defendant
matter
go?
will continue the preliminary examination before, I believe, Judge Washington on September 26th.
And Your Honor, if he is able to post, will Your Honor update the testing location?
I'm going to leave that to Judge Washington to make that decision. He needs to post first, because in there, if he doesn't post, they not have to worry about the testing.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Preliminary examination, September 26, 2023, 9 a.m.
Thank you. And that's it for me
Is your
today.
car
I believe.
registered yet? Hang on, Mrs. R.A.'s here. Hang
Alrighty.
on one second.
Take care. 14A stands adjourned.
Excuse me, Judge. Did Jeff Davis get called?
Excuse
That was
me?
a Wayne County guy.
He did not. I put that over 2 weeks, and
that's what I
they never signed in. So I'd already put it over 2 weeks.
Thanks. I just wanted to check.
I did call it. I did call the case, put it over 2 weeks, held the file, but they never signed him in.
Okay. Thanks. I just wanted to check.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great afternoon.
So, how do you reach an attorney for traffic court tickets or traffic issues, car registration? Oh man. Okay. Has it crossed your mind you're harboring a DMV fugitive? Yeah. Okay, so what we're seeing, Karen, is that Judge Boyd's court, right at the last minute, and this happens a lot of times in court, a trial will push for whatever reason. And there goes our Judge Cedric Simpson as well. So a trial will push for whatever reason, and it's gone. And this is out 4 days now. I don't know if the missing attorney ever showed up for the judge. PCC means probable cause conference. No, we did not get a ticket. This is the thing. We're bringing it to their attention, but just because we brought it to their attention doesn't mean it won't save us from the penalty. The penalty. So we need a contact here in the North Carolina Department of Motor Vehicles that can help us out here. Do we get Recovery Addiction celebration coins every 6 months of participating? We should do those. I've talked about those, and I've tried to get some coins made, and it's very difficult.
Taking it easy.
It's very difficult. They need, basically, you need to design these things 3D and CAD. You can't just say I want it to have this and have them make it. And then of course there's the die fees to get them stamped and everything else. They won't jail you for going in and paying it. You say that now, Michelle, and I realize you're in North Carolina, but this suddenly I have something very pressing to do today that I didn't want to do, and it's going to be bad. You have a car registration and a car tax. Yes, Amy. So your registration is going to be, you register the car and you're issued a license plate. Okay, the license plate belongs to the state here. You don't own the license plate, and when you sell the car, you're supposed to send the license plate back to the state. About that, I think we've messed up that one as well, because when I totaled my car, I never sent them my license plate in. I was supposed to get my license plate off of it, so they might think I still owe them a license plate. But let's see. Just be sure to tell them the car is not moved, says Pauline. And I definitely didn't drive it to the DMV to take care of the issue. Let's see. Nancy says, just got my seat purple shirt yesterday. I love it. Awesome, Nancy. Thank you so much for purchasing that. That helps support the channel. Erica says, I can make you patches for your channel. Patches sound interesting. Can you, as far as fulfillment, I don't do any of shipping myself. We do everything print on demand, and I realize that changes our cost just a little bit. But I'm scared to do anything else. I'm scared of the DMV as well. We have to figure this out, and I think Mrs. Ari is telling me in chat that this is the case because she wants me to take care of this. Yes. Use the leftover flour money, pay the fine. You're good. Oh, man. Somebody's on the phone. Let's see who it is.
Call from Michelle Phillips.
Michelle Phillips in North Carolina. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? First time caller.
First time caller, long time listener. Yes.
Yes. And I just had to call in and reassure you that my ex was a cop, and I have probably been driving. I'm 53, so however long I've been driving since I was 16. And probably since the first 5 years, I have never gotten my car registration, taxes, tags, inspection done on time.
Yeah, but
I have only got a ticket for it once.
Did you wait a year?
Oh, honey, the last time I did it, I was like 5 years overdue.
Do you have to pay for the back year, or do you get a freebie?
You will have to pay the taxes if you haven't paid the taxes, because now in North Carolina, I know in my county at least, you have to pay everything all in one location. But the DMV itself is not state. Our DMV in North Carolina are private companies.
So they can't arrest me, right? Is that what you're saying?
Right. They just facilitate the payment. That's all.
Okay,
the most they're going to do is tack a $50 tax on there because you're overdue at most. But you don't have to be scared. They're not going to arrest you. Nobody comes looking for old tags that you didn't turn in. It's not a big deal.
Okay, I'm taking your word as a fellow North Carolinian, from one Carolinian to another, that this is the case, because I realized I took yesterday off, and I apologize, but it looks like I'm going to have to take this afternoon off and drive to the DMV.
You don't have to freak out. And so, you know, for future reference, put it on your Google Calendar to pop up and remind you before they're due, because you can pay all this stuff online in the future.
I'm going to have to put it on the same calendar that reminds me of Mrs. R.A.'s birthday and our anniversary. This is the level of importance that needs to be on.
Exactly. Put it on there because you can't pay it online after you're past your due date, but you can pay it online if you do it even up to the day before it's due.
Man, what about the year? No,
Breathe.
Okay, it's all going to be good. We're going to
penalty fund. We got you covered, Carl.
Paula Max covered my penalty, so we're good. So thank you very much.
I
appreciate
promise
it.
you're fine. Just walk in there. Everybody in there is late. Everybody drives that expired tag and is sticking that sticker on it in the parking lot before they leave. I promise you.
Yeah, this is Greener's going to run my calendar for me. I think that's what we need. But all right, we'll get this squared away. It looks like for sure Judge Boyd, this trial date pushed 4 days. So it's going to be early next.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if there's something you'd like to watch in the meantime while Mrs. R.A. loves you, by the way. While we try to figure out what we need to do with the DMV, because the DMV is privatized, but it doesn't mean it's more efficient.
It is.
It is.
No, it's not efficient, but they really, it basically means they don't care. So it's okay. They're not going to turn you in.
If your phone rings or you're talking on the phone or you don't have your paperwork in a row, you're back to the back of the line you go. These guys, they could care less about service as well.
Talk nice. Just talk nice. Give them that North Carolina drawl, and smile a lot while you're digging for whatever you need, and they won't push you out of the line.
Should I accidentally let a $20 bill fall off the desk onto their table and just not pretend not to notice? Would that help at all?
You can just be like making a mess, and everything's on the top of the shelf where they're and just push it over and go, whoops. That's okay. I don't need that piece of trash. You keep it.
Yeah, can you throw that away for me, assuming it was garbage, right?
Yeah.
That's not a bribe, is it? That's not considered a bribe?
No, that's not a bribe. You thought it was an old piece of paper, a receipt that you just dropped.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, Michelle, I like you more and more every day.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I've got your bail money if they do lock you up, but I promise you're okay.
Text your number to the burner phone. We might be speaking soon.
I will. Have a good one.
Michelle, see you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, I feel a little bit better, but we're going to have to get in the
Adding to
line.
your DMV fees fund upside down face.
Miss Lisa, thank you so much. That is funny. That's it's I can laugh about it only because I don't think I am going to get arrested, which is good. But as far as this year has been bad for me on a criminal front. First, we had the tax issue where I forgot to pay my property taxes for 2 years.
Call from
the Salty Sabo.
The Salty Sabo. How are you doing? Welcome. By the way, congratulations. Brand new member today. Appreciate you. How are things going for you?
Not too bad. Hey, just wanted to let you know you would pay your taxes at the tax assessor's office for your vehicle.
Okay.
And then you can take that information to your DMV, and they will get you your proper registration and tag.
Okay, so taxes first, and that will be back taxes and current taxes. Then go to the DMV and get the tag. Okay. I wish it was just all in one. I mean, just where do we sign type thing. But
yeah,
appreciate that.
It'll be the same place to pay your property taxes for your home and whatnot.
That's online. That's online. So we'll try to figure that out. But thank you. Are you in North Carolina as well?
I used to live in North Carolina. I used to live in Craven County.
All right. Good. Well, thank you for the information. The local experience definitely reassures me a little bit on this one. So I appreciate it.
Trust me, you are definitely safe.
All right. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for calling. And thanks for joining today. I appreciate that as well. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Salty Sabo, appreciate that. All right. We are going to, he sounds official. Low voice, too. He should have a show of his own. Stop incriminating yourself. My lawyer tells me the same thing. I tell people all the time to shut up. Don't talk in front of the judge. And then here am I on YouTube, and just in front of friends. And that's why I feel good about telling you this, is telling you all the secrets. Here's a couple bucks for
Here's
the
a couple
registration
bucks
fund.
for the
Always better rent your
registration
plates than
fund.
having to make
Always
your.
better to rent your plates than have to make your own winking face.
Yes. My insurance is up to date. We're good on the insurance. I think we're great on that. But now that you mention it, I need to up the insurance because we've changed our garage into an Airbnb. So we'll probably have to change that as well. Which I will say we did completely legally. We converted our garage into an Airbnb, and we submitted the plans, we got the permits, we went to the city, we went to the county, did 3 plans in triplicate, all the inspections. We could have cut corners. I mean, if we wanted to be criminally minded, there were options. There were people who would do the work without, it's like, yeah, I can get it done, cash under the table type thing. No. We did it all officially. So this should speak in our favor when we do go to court, at least for sentencing. Hey, little RA, are you going to come with me to go pay our taxes and buy a new sticker for the car? She says no. I'm on my own, apparently. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. I apologize. I'm going to stop talking for sure, and we're going to get this done. The self-snitching is over. Pictures of the Airbnb. Lisa, maybe we can do that this afternoon. After I get this out of the way, I might be able to do a live and show you where the Airbnb is at. I hung curtains, the slatted blinds, as well as a blackout, a roll down curtain as well yesterday. I've got one more to hang. Kitchen's coming together. I think we'll do that. Lisa, this afternoon we're going to go live. I'll go live from the Airbnb and show you where we're at. If that works, that'd be awesome because we are so close. Just a couple weeks and we'll be there. And one more big inspection that's like the final, where they test all the plugs and make sure the toilet's flush and nothing comes up in the sink when you flush the toilet. That would be bad, but it was built correctly, so I think we'll be good. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate
DMV fund, nauseated face, I grade.
I appreciate that, Nikki. Thanks for the DMV fund. For all those who've joined us today, thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow, hopefully with another court case to follow, so we'll be keeping our ear to the ground for that one. We've got the Airbnb walkthrough tonight to do. That'll be on the live channel. You'll have to have the bell rung on that one because that'll just happen. I'll just be going live. It'll be me handheld with my phone and in the Airbnb. I won't give away the code to the door, I promise. I'm not going to keep that secret. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love. Pay your DMV bills. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again. It will be this afternoon with the Airbnb tour, a special edition. Thank you all. Love you all. This is the best place on the internet to watch true crime. Hang on. State of North Carolina, vehicle inspection receipt statement. Passed. Signed. We did it. Okay, anyway, we'll get this figured out. Thanks. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Or later that afternoon. We'll see you guys later this afternoon. Bye.